see.
Here, reach on the projector. Come on in and go to your table.
Oh my god! What the heck? Oh my god! Hey, Miss Mincy, here's my turkey dinner.
Howdy everybody, it's Katie from Little Warriors, and I am just here today to show you, this is the first time I've ever flipped my room, and we finished up last week our cowboy unit, and so today was like our grand finale of the cowboy unit. So I flipped my room, and I'm just going to kind of show you around to see what it looks like. Okay, so I totally blacked up my room for this flip, and I used this it's really heavy duty plastic, and I just got it from Lowe's. So I can just roll this back up and just keep it and reuse it over and over. I got this tip for using this stuff from my buddy Adam at Teachers Learn Too. He did a room flip just like a week ago, and he used this stuff. And he got his at Menards. So I ran out, got some at Lowe's, and it's just rolls of plastic that you would use like for weeds not to grow through. And the way I hung it was also Adam's tip. It's just, I put a piece of like packing tape to reinforce it so it wouldn't tear the plastic, and then I just put paper clips through here and hung them in my ceiling tiles. And it worked great. The kids were walking through here all day, and it didn't tear, and it lasted all day. So my husband, I made trek down some hay bales for me. Luckily, we live out in the country, so he just went to one of his buddies, has a farm, and asked if we could borrow some of the hay bales. So we will return these when we are done. Okay, then my desert backdrops, they're just real thin plastic, like almost like one of those tablecloths. And they're from Oriental Trading, and it was like the perfect desert backdrop. So all I did was just put packing tape and hung it to this heavy-duty plastic, and it worked perfect. And then the banner up here, you could put on it whatever you want. I put Wild West Kindergarten, but this is also from Oriental Trading, so it was just kind of a cute little touch for the kids. This is Bucky. He was my husband's horse, so he's like a 1975 model. And luckily my mother-in-law kept him for all these years, and my boys have loved having him. So I brought him in today, and the kids loved him. Okay, so this is my cactus. My husband, I made him make this for me, and it's just out of pipes that we got at Ace Hardware. We just cut them and put them together to look like a cactus, and then we spray painted it green. We put it in a real cheapo bucket and just filled it with Quikrete and let it dry for a day, and this is how he turned out. The top, I took off on and off today. I would put on for when we took pictures of the kids, and then when I took it off, I got this little galaxy light projector, and it has stars, so it projects stars on the ceiling, but it needed to be kind of higher up because otherwise it was real blurry and didn't really look like stars. So this was just a good place for it to sit. I just put some command strips on the bottom and stuck it to the top of the cactus, and it worked great. So these are a bunch of the books that I used for the unit. I'm working on a unit that I'm going to be posting in my Teacher Pay Teacher store that goes along with this whole cowboy unit. But we had a lot of fun this week, and we made armadillo chili to go with our grand finale today. So the kids had fun, and it's so funny. Most of them say they don't like chili, but all we do is empty cans of like Hormel chili in a crock pot, and they loved it. So that was lots of fun. So back behind all this plastic, the room is still actually pretty functional. So they could get to their lockers, and I could get to my computer and things like that throughout the day. And our center tubs are back here somewhere, so they had to be able to access those. So you want to come on back, you can kind of see what it's like behind the scenes. It just goes all the way around my room. And then back here is where we panned for gold today. So during center time, I just pulled 3 or 4 kids at a time, and we came over and they shook the pan and they found little pieces of gold. Some of them were really big, and this one's actually pretty tiny, obviously, but it's just rocks that I got from my kids' playground at home, and I spray painted them with gold spray paint. But the kids thought it was pretty awesome, so that was lots of fun. So I got this little moon from Amazon. It's just like a nightlight, but it's got a little remote, and it'll go through all the phases of the moon. But we just left it on full moon today. When we talked about the phases of the moon, I showed them. But it was cool to have the full moon so that we could have our little campfire under the stars. And then I also have this little galaxy light that I got from Amazon that projects stars up on the ceiling too. So we had a little virtual campfire that we put on the projector, and we sang campfire songs under the stars today. I hope this inspired you guys to try out your own classroom flip. Thanks for stopping by to check out my first ever flip. If you are inspired and you do decide to try it out, go ahead and tweet it at me so I can check it out. Thanks for watching, y'all.